public service break, and now here we go. Let's get busy because it's our very sound privilege and honor to bring in a very well-known football player who, of course, started here locally, went on to USC, played in the National Football League, and built himself a very nice resume and portfolio. It's our honor to introduce our community to Coach Lynn Cain.
Rico, thank you.
My pleasure, and thank you for coming in.
Here. Oh, yeah.
Oh, we're going to start a nice relationship with East LA College, and we thank you for taking the controls.
Yeah.
And there was a change. We understood what happened, and now it was a time for the Huskies to look in a different direction. And Coach Cain was asked, and Coach Cain came forward. And Coach, we have a lot to talk about, but before we get into East LA College and your program and how you're digging in now, getting ready to launch it, a little bit about yourself to our viewers that may not have had the luxury of knowing who you are and where you came from and some of your background. Of course, it's so important that the young ones and the community members get to know you up close and personal.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll let you take it now.
Okay. You know, I grew up in Boyle Heights and in this area, and it's been a lot of fun being back home. My mother still lives in the area, so I get a chance to go by and visit her. Still cleaning the yard for her and doing things like that, and any other chores that I got to do inside the house. But it's been fun. Grew up playing Pop Warner in this area. Got a chance to, from Pop Warner, move on to high school football with the Roosevelt High School. Played there under Ray McLean and Al Chavez, and then from there moved on to East Los Angeles College, and then played under Al Padilla staff and Jerry Heap. So that was a lot of fun. And from there, I got a chance to move on to the University of Southern California and played there 4 years and had a fun career over there, a lot of fun, great athletes, and taught me a lot of techniques and skills that allowed me to go on and to the next level. So that my senior year, we wound up winning a national championship, which gave me what I see as an opportunity to catapult me on into the NFL and play 7 years with in the NFL and 6 years with the Rams and 1 year with the 6 years with the Falcons, 1 year with the Rams, and then I came to a point where I had my degree and contemplated if I wanted to go on and make a move and continue playing, and decided, no, it's time to make a transition and go on and leave the league. And so I decided to leave and go on and start another career, which led me to coaching. And but I had already started getting into coaching because people were calling me and asking me to work with their athletes. And so one thing led to another, and I started high school ball coaching. From high school, I moved into college, went to Southwest Baptist University, Division II, and then back to Atlanta and coached Division I AA. And then my wife said, it's time to move back to Los Angeles and come back to your roots. And really the big thing was she wanted to get away from the Southeastern Conference and get to the Pac-10. So she said, we need to get back there to SC. And so we moved back here 5 years ago, going to 6 years, and it's been fun coming back home. One thing led to another. I got a coaching job, high school coaching job. From that, I got a call after 5 years of coaching there. Got a call from Al Padilla and asked me to put my resume in for the job here at East LA College, and then you know the rest. Got hired, and I'm back home. It's good to be home amongst friends and family. I know the demographics have changed somewhat out there in Monterey Park, but I still find you know, within the East Los Angeles area, there's still that, I grew up in this area. And so I know a lot of people, a lot of friends, and I've gotten a tremendous amount of phone calls from people from in the community. Plus, I'm getting myself back out there in the community, get involved, work in the community, involved in, it was a program they had with the East Los Angeles Community Youth Center. And so we did the golf thing with them. Went over there and wound up participating with the golf, took some players and coaches. We participated in that, so I'm getting involved in the community there. There's other places where I'm looking to get involved in the community in any way. So it's a lot of fun. Good to be back home.
And of course, in community involvement, it's starting right here with us on East LA Sports Scene. We hope this will be the first of a number of visits back here to us as we go live and begin to cover the Huskies during the season. But let's talk a little bit more now, Coach, about what's at hand, because pretty soon this ball will be flying all over Weingart Stadium, and you'll have players in there really competing at the community college level, and of course looking to extend their college careers, hopefully at a Division I, maybe an SC, a UCLA, a Pac-10, or even a Southeast. So we want our kids, of course, to really excel and do well in whatever undertaking it is, whether it's sports and of course academics. So your blueprint now, Coach. Can we get into that now for the college? Okay.
You know, the first thing I begin to think about is the staff. What kind of staff that I want, the character of the staff. And so I began sitting down and thinking about it and coming up with some type of coach, play, or not something that would profile the coaches. And so characteristics I started looking for is I wanted the coach that was willing to come in and coach the players, coach them up. And so I started looking for people that were willing to be involved with the player's life, showing by examples, living by example. So I started looking for that characteristics. And then the next thing was they had to be someone with enthusiasm and high energy in order to coach the players. And so I found a staff, 7 coaches that fit that category, and it's been a lot of fun working with them. So that was the first thing I started working with. Then the next thing was to get a player profile and see what kind of players do we want to recruit. And so we started looking at the profile of the players and came up with a profile. And I like to start with the players that are within the community. Coaches that can go in and recruit within our community, within the East LA area, and within the Los Angeles school system, and then begin recruiting the kind of players. I'm looking for players that are tough, willing to work hard. There's a saying that I have, and hard work pays off. And so I was looking for players that are willing to dedicate their life to working, not dedicate their life, but dedicate to that working out and getting themselves in the best shape of their life. Because I believe that that's the criteria that we need to accomplish in order for us to even begin to move this team out of the situation that we're in. And then the second thing was, finding talent. People that come with the kind of talent, the ability to either throw a football or catch a football. And so I began to identify those different areas. And so now we started recruiting from that area of players that can come to our school and be effective with us. And then the third component was they too had to be involved in the community. I wanted to get them involved in the community, actively involved, so that way they work in their roots. They're working with people that are within their neighborhood. Out of that can come an opportunity to teach others what it was like for them in order to accomplish what they've accomplished within their life, and then teach the youngers. Then the second thing was job opportunities that can come out of there, where they find work during the summer. Our kids need to work. They need to go someplace and find a job and be able to work. And then thirdly, get them on your show and get them doing things like this.
They say the media mix is part of the program.
Yeah, it is. They must learn how to talk to the media and interact with the media, and so this is an opportunity for them to be able to do that. So that's pretty much what we started doing. I know that we have a upward hill to climb. There's the program was 1 in 19 in the last 2 years, and so we want to come in and establish the right. And I believe we've done that with the coaching staff, with the players, with the conditioning, and then now we're starting to get out there and do all the football stuff. Got our kids running around, throwing the ball, catching the ball, things like that, and learning plays, new opportunities to grow.
Now, let's take a quick time frame look, Coach, of where you are in terms of still being summer, but we know football has an early start in the fall, so you have to get your players ready, get the pads on, get all the equipment set to go. Right now, what phase are the Huskies in now? Is it conditioning, weightlifting?
Yes, we're in the final phase of our conditioning. Final phase of our conditioning. We got our players lifting weights. We have them running. We got a classroom setting where they sit down and they're learning plays in the classroom. So then they're doing the actual on the field type of workout where we now take what they learned in the classroom and then execute it out on the field, begin looking at that. So this is pretty much what we're doing. We're moving them up. We got to get stronger. We got to get bigger. We got